afternoon, everyone. The regular meeting of the Gary Redevelopment Commission of Wednesday, March 20th, 2019 is now called to order. May I have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flanoy.
Here.
Commissioner Reeves.
Here.
Commissioner Joyner.
Present.
Commissioner Johnson.
Eternal God, Father, we do come and ask your divine presence in this meeting. We pray, oh God, that you would have your way here. And all decisions that we make here will be a blessing to this city as well as this commission. Oh God, we pray for the staff and pray for the board members. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hallelujah.
Commissioner Jones.
Present.
Mr. Buggs.
Present.
All are present.
With 5 voting members present, we do have a quorum to conduct business for the Redevelopment Commission today. Certification of record of executive session held March 20, 2019. I hereby certify that nothing has been discussed in executive session held immediately before this open meeting except those items specified and listed in the notice. We have a motion.
Motion to approve. Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions or comments? Not, may I have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flanoy.
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves.
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner.
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson.
Same.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Item number 4, acceptance and approval of minutes of regular meeting held February 20, 2019. What's the board's pleasure?
Motion for approval, being present.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions or comments? Not, may I have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flanoy.
Yes.
Commissioner
Yes.
Reeves. Commissioner Joyner.
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson.
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Item number 5, claims list of March 20, 2019, which has been previously approved by the director. An overview, please.
Sure. There are no changes to your claims list dated March 20th. Out of the general fund, the total is $4,025. Out of the 518 demolition fund, the total is $10,104.27.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions or comments? Not, may I have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flanoy.
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves.
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner.
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson.
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Item number 6, special claims list of March 20, 2019, which has been previously approved by the director. May I have an overview, please?
Sure, Madam Chair. There are no changes to the special claims list dated March 20th, 2019. Out of the consolidated area TIF, the total is $6,518.50. And out of the lakefront TIF, the total is $29,894.91.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moving on properly second. Are there any questions or comments? Not, may I have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flanoy.
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves.
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner.
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson.
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Item number 7, request for approval of resolution number 5074, resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission accepting the transfer of certain real property located at 4014 Fillmore Street from a nonprofit organization, Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, to the Gary Redevelopment Commission, Department of Redevelopment, which was previously deferred March 6, 2019. Give an overview, please.
Sure, this is a donation from Wells Fargo, an abandoned home at 4014 Fillmore Street. They're also going to donate $10,000 to the Redevelopment Commission for its demolition. I would defer any specifics to Attorney King, to the extent there are.
That essentially is the agreement.
Move to approve. Second.
Moving properly second. Are there any questions or comments? Did we follow up and see if they were interested in other properties that they have like that? Listen, you can't every time. Hey.
I can't speak to that, but we do get inquiries from time to time.
Okay, so can we follow up on that to see if...
And I'll also say that Attorney King has done a good job of setting this precedent, and whether it was this or issues we've had in the past from other property owners, we seem to be able to get money for maintenance and things, simply accepting properties most of the time.
Okay.
To the extent there's buildings on there. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good job.
So make a note of that, so when we have public comment, so we can accentuate that.
What's the board's pleasure?
Move to approve. Wait, we did that.
Yeah, we did that. Well, I mean, roll call.
Commissioner Flanoy.
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves.
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner.
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson.
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Item number 8. Request for approval of resolution number 5090, a resolution of the City of Gary Board of Redevelopment Commissioners for the acceptance of real properties from the Lake County Commission. May I have an overview, please?
Sure. Lake County Commissioners had a number of properties in their name that they had offered for donation. All of these were adjacent to City of Gary properties, or I'm sorry, Redevelopment Commission properties, and located in high visibility areas, or areas where we have redevelopment projects, for example, 1068 Noble Street, and the 26th and Chase Street corridor. These were all done through the Deputy Redevelopment Director and myself. This would be the acceptance of 7 properties from the Commission.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions or comments? Have a roll call, please.
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Benoit?
Yes.
Commissioner Reese?
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner?
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 9. Request for approval of resolution number 5091, resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission approving and authorizing the execution of a professional services contract with Lakeshore Title and Escrow Company, LLC, doing business as E-Title and Escrow for title work services in various areas of the City of Gary. May I have an overview, please?
Sure, this is a contract for the year of 2019 through March 1st, 2020 with Lakeshore Title and Escrow Company of Gary, Indiana, to provide title work on behalf of the Commission at a rate of $95 per title report, which is actually pretty competitive, not to exceed $5,000 in aggregate. So that would cover, with the math, 500 title reports should we do.
That's very reasonable.
Motion to approve.
Is there moving properly second? Are there any questions or comments? They are competitive, very competitive, so I'm gonna see what they looks like here. I'm serious, yeah. May I have a roll call, please?
Yes. Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Benoit?
Yes.
Commissioner Reese?
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner?
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 10, request for approval of resolution number 5092, resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission authorizing the execution of an amended professional services contract between Gary Redevelopment Commission, City of Gary, and Bold Advisors LLC for economic and community development, planning, zoning affairs, and general municipal strategic planning services. May I have an overview, please?
Sure, this is a contract with Bold Advisors for the 2019 year. They've been under contract with us in the past to help staff economic development roles as well as some commerce roles. I would defer to Attorney King relative to this being a joint contract with the City of Gary, and we have our Chief of Staff and a representative from Bold here to discuss the scope of services.
The previous contract was a 3-year contract. This contract has been cut down to just a 1-year contract. And the scope of services have changed, and the city is going to pay part of the salary, and we're obligated to pay the other part of the salary for 2 individuals initially who are going to develop the processes and procedures for our economic development, redevelopment, and redevelopment.
Does it nullify the other 2 years of the other contract?
Yes, that contract is null and void at this point, once we sign this one. It's already been passed by the Board of Works to do their share already last month.
This contract.
This contract.
Motion to approve with the correction on the contribution from redevelopment from 215 to 225, is that correct?
Correct.
Second.
So moved and properly second. Are there any questions or comments? May I have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Benoit?
Yes.
Commissioner Reese?
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner?
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 11, request for approval of resolution number 5093, resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission authorizing the execution of an engagement letter with Tobin & Tobin LLC for certain legal matters. Overview.
Sure, this would be an engagement letter with Holbert & Holbert to have them retained for legal work beyond the very full plate that Attorney King has, to the extent that we have additional work that needs to be done in a timely manner. This puts them under contract in 2019, should we need their services.
Motion to
And
approve.
it's at an hourly rate of $220 to $195 an hour.
Motion to approve.
Been moved and properly second. Are there any questions or comments? Not may I have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flynn,
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves.
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner,
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We know that they are right down the street in Gary, Indiana.
Indiana born.
Indiana born.
Straight out of Gary.
Gary. Straight out of here.
Straight out of Gary.
Sign, sir, right?
That's their tagline.
Alright. So, item number 12, request for approval of resolution number 5094. A resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission approving and authorizing the execution of a consulting contract with Weaver Consultants Group for geotechnical investigations, Phase 2 environmental assessments, and development assistance for the Buffington Harbor Parcel 5 project.
Sure. Actually, contracted in June of 2018, Weaver Consultants did a pretty substantial amount of environmental investigation work, Phase 1, Phase 2, soil borings, conditions assessment. But some of their invoices came in 2019, so at the request of the Finance Department, we've updated their contract term to December 31st, 2019, so we get their overdue bills paid.
Move to approve.
Second.
So moved and properly second. Are there any questions or comments? If not, may I have a roll call, please?
Yes, thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flynn,
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves.
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner,
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 13, request for approval of resolution number 5095, a resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission authorizing the refund of a bid bond for required repairs at 2301 Jefferson Street in the Midtown project area. We have an overview.
Sure. In 2018, a citizen purchased property located on Jefferson Street in Midtown and submitted a bond for $743.75. Pursuant to that agreement, she has satisfied the conditions of that bond, fixed up the property, and is due a return of that bid amount. So this would authorize us to pay her her bid bond back because she satisfied the requirements.
Motion to approve.
Second.
So moved and properly second. Are there any questions or comments? Not, may I have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flynn,
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves,
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson,
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 14, award of bids for street renovations at the Gary Railcats Baseball Stadium located at One Stadium Plaza in the city of Gary, Indiana. Resolution number 5097, a resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission authorizing the execution of a professional service contract proposal with C.M. Craftman for the suite renovations at the Gary Railcats Baseball Stadium. We have an overview, please.
Sure. This is in relation to the Railcats Baseball Stadium. They're making renovations to some of their suites to modernize them. They received bids from a number of companies. CM Craftman is a Gary-based contractor with a bid amount of $20,000 to completely redo a number of suites on suite level at the Railcat Stadium.
Move to approve.
Second.
So moving properly second. Are there any questions or comments? May I have a roll call, please?
This should be 96.
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flynn,
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves,
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson,
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
I would like to say I'm glad that we awarded this to the Gary business.
Yes.
Amen.
And I would also,
Amen. Can I get amen?
Johnson.
Item number 15.
yes. Mr. Klein?
There's one resolution that was left off of the agenda,
Can we
5096.
can we add it at the end as an additional agenda item?
Okay, may I have a motion to amend the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Moving properly second. Any questions or comments? Not, may I have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flynn,
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves,
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson,
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, this. Yeah, sure will. Thank you, Mr. Joyner.
So the rest of you guys are asleep.
Okay, so, we're gonna do 15, request for approval of resolution number, 5098, and then we'll do, then we'll do 5096. Okay, all right. Request for approval of resolution number 5098, a resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission authorizing the execution of a license agreement with Norfolk Southern Railway Company to allow the construction of a new overhead bridge structure to carry Buffington Harbor Drive over the railway at the commission's sole expense. And no, if you please.
Sure, this is in connection with the Buffington Harbor Access Drive project. This is agreement with the railroad in order to build a bridge over the existing railway. We have Chris Murphy from Structure Point to give specifics.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Chris Murphy with Structure Point. This agreement is between the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission and Norfolk Southern Railroad for flagging services during construction of the new bridge superstructure that's part of the added travel lanes project that was awarded earlier this year and is funded by Northwest Indiana RDA funds and U.S. Department of Commerce EDA funds through their grant process. The additional services noted here for Norfolk and Southern for their services during construction is included as part of the construction funding funded by the Northwest Indiana RDA and is eligible for those grant funding dollars to provide for those costs. The contractor is aware of these costs. He has included these costs within his bid and is committed to working with the Norfolk Southern Railroad to complete this project. I recommend that the Commissioners approve the execution of this agreement with Norfolk and Southern Railroad so that as the contractor begins his services, the railroad will be committed to providing their services to complete construction.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flournoy?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner?
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes, motion's carried.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Madam Chair, do we do 5097?
We're doing 96 now.
We did 97 when you were, I think when we were looking over.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, we did 59.7.
That's for the rail cats.
Right. Okay, next agenda item that was just added, request for approval of resolution number 5096, a resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission authorizing the execution of a professional service contract with Valuation Services LLC to do an appraisal of certain property within the City of Gary. I have no review of that.
Sure, this is an expedited appraisal. We turn back in 3 weeks, valued at $9,500 for the premises located at 860 North Lake Street in concert with our upcoming release of RFP.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second.
So moving properly second, are there any questions or comments? Not, roll call please.
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flournoy?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner?
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves? Commissioner Jones? Sorry about that. Motion's carried.
Jones Reed.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Reverend got the book.
Item number 16, public comments on agenda items only.
Madam President,
Mr. Nowacki.
good evening, Commissioners.
Good evening.
Once again, at the Railcat Stadium. It probably would surprise the Commissioners to know that while there's no limit to the money that we waste making luxury alterations in the skyboxes at the stadium, that in our neighborhoods, the park pavilions with leaky roofs, bathrooms that don't operate, general neglect, go ignored while making renovations to the skyboxes. Probably most Gary residents, I would even venture to say 99.9%, only the 1/10 of 1% who actually can use those skyboxes will benefit from the money we're spending here. Now, the commission does have the opportunity to spend some of that $5 million that you're sitting on from selling city property. You could use some of that in our parks, servicing the very real needs and the needs that would have a direct impact not only for residents, but also for the appearance of those communities too. It would be an amenity to have field houses that aren't dilapidated, leaking roofs. Even at Marquette Park, you know, even at Marquette Park, the brand new pavilion with leaky roofs. And you guys are taking this money to not repair, not maintenance, but to actually make cosmetic changes in this location, and only for the purpose of 1/10 of 1% of the people who actually use that. So I would urge the commission to start thinking right. You know, instead of taking care of one of the wealthiest men in Chicagoland, Salvi, one of the wealthiest men in Chicago, take care of some of the poor people who live in our city. Thank you.
Anyone else? Other comments on agenda items only? Item number 17. Actually, it's 18. Report from Joseph and our director.
I have a report, Madam Chair.
Item number 18, report from Commissioner Attorney. 19. Yeah, I am
No report.
Next item.
report.
No report.
All right, commissioners' comments. Commissioner Benoit,
No comment, Madam President.
Commissioner Reeves.
I would like to urge the good fellow resident of Gary, if he paid his property taxes, we could probably get the park fixed. Because that money would go into, you know, the pot to fix some of the, you know, leaky roofs that we have. That's all. Don't wonder, just pay. Don't, just pay. That's all.
Commissioner Johnson.
No comment.
Commissioner Joyner.
None, Madam Chair.
I can't remember some wacky today. It'd be nice to go to the meeting to address that, but we ain't going to the meeting to address that. But anyway, school board representative, Mr. Buggs, any comments?
Yes, I do, thank you. I haven't been on the board long enough, but I do concur with Mr. Nowacki's statement. I was on the board of the Little League, and the Little League feels in bad, horrible shape. And I haven't been here long enough to know if the Redevelopment Commission could provide funds to help fix up those parks, because we was out there doing it manually, and it definitely needs some repairs for our children to play ball. So I agree with him, what he's saying, we fix up something that's luxury when we have something for our young children, the only outlet they have to have the state of the art, so to speak. Because when they go to other neighborhoods, other teams come here, it's almost an embarrassment. As a matter of fact, we tried to get that Real Cat Stadium to let us use it to play a little tournament, and we were denied, so I agree with him. Thank you.
You need to get with them and know the restrictions for the funds, so you'll know, because, you know, it's not just you can do anything you want to do.
Well, that's why I said I haven't been here long enough,
He
but
did exactly what he wanted to do, throw you all.
no, he didn't throw me out. This is something I was concerned about anyway. Like I said, I haven't been here long enough, but yet there are some funds in redevelopment for projects like that, then I would like to talk to somebody to make it happen, because it's needed.
Maybe you can get him to pay his property tax.
Well, I'm not a tax collector, they have other people to take care of that, I just try to stay in my lane.
Let you know what those funds, what restrictions we have with certain
Okay.
funds, I think that would help.
Thank you.
Motion to delete the school board's comments off the.
Why you want to delete my comment?
I'm kidding.
I mean, I can't, I do have, it. I am on the agenda for comments, so.
Go, Mr. Bugs.
Don't be cinching in the
We're
ranks.
not gonna delete his comments, we're gonna provide him with the appropriate information. We're gonna do that. And, Mr. Nowacki needs to attend another meeting at another venue to address that question, with Parks. So, he had his 2 minutes, so. Item number 21, agenda items for the next board meeting.
I don't have anything confirmed, Madam President.
Item number 23, actually. I did it right at the beginning. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Move in a second.
Yeah. Whoa.
There you have it.
He can't move
Brad,
this.
Brad comes out strong. I'll
He can't do
second,
it all
I'll
at
second, I'll second. This wedding.
Okay.
We gotta get this wedding done, we got plans to make.
That can be deleted. That can be deleted. May I have a roll call then?
Thank you, Madam President. Commissioner Flynn,
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves,
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson,
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner.
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
Motion carried.
There you go.
I can't even vote on the agenda.
No.
Commissioner,